The strange nature of South Africa's system of governance at municipal level is coming back to bite residents of cities in the ass yet again, folks. One more time. Well, the African National Congress for a third time is attempting to unseat the successful and frankly best mayor in the modern era of the city of Tshwane, which includes, of course, the capital of Pretoria, Cilliers Brink from the Democratic Alliance. Yet again, they seek to oust this man a third time.
Welcome back once again. This is Chris Report, and he assured me that since Simonstown and Boulders. Folks, this is Chris Wyatt reporting from South Africa.
The ANC in Tshwane has submitted yet another motion of no confidence in Mayor Cilliers Brink as the multi-party coalition appears to be fraying. Now, the latest motion, as I said, is the third attempt this year by the ANC. The first one was July 22nd. That was withdrawn. The second one on August 27th was also withdrawn, and now they're submitting a third one. The motion submitted by ANC Councillor Frans Boschilo to the Speaker on September 3rd is yet another effort to scupper governance in Tshwane. The current multi-party coalition consists of the Democratic Alliance, Action SA, the Freedom Front Plus, the Inkatha Freedom Party, and the African Christian Democratic Party. Now, what is the motivation for this? Well, Boschilo said the city was experiencing a number of challenges because of Brink's inability to prove necessary leadership and political guidance. What the hell is that? Necessary leadership and political guidance. Are you serious? You got a bureaucracy that actively works against the mayor. You've got criminal rogue elements running around destroying city property. You've got members of opposition parties actively undermining governance. And you have a mayor who's out and about doing things, and you make false claims, attacking the guy, blaming him for townships and blaming him for infrastructure failures that are 40 years in the making. And much of it's attributable to the African National Congress. Some of it is attributable to the Democratic Alliance, which has now been in control of Tshwane off and on for a number of years. But not Cilliers Brink. This is just horseshit. Total horseshit. Now, he does say that the challenges included money to the tune of $6 billion owed to Eskom. I'm sorry, was the $6 billion in arrears to Eskom piled up during Cilliers Brink mayoral period? No, it wasn't. And late submission of quarterly audit performance committee reports. Ooh, okay, well, gosh, your staff that you oversee as a counselor and the city administration, which you're responsible for as a counselor, isn't turning in a couple reports. That's the reason unseat the mayor. This is horseshit. This is just nonsense. The ANC and these other folks do not want to govern Tshwane. They don't care about the residents. This is nonsense. This is the best mayor that this city has ever had. There's no doubt about it. No doubt about it. Now, in the last effort to oust Brink from office, the African National Congress held a press conference, and they were flanked by councillors from the Action SA party, the EFF, of course, and ACDP. Caught some of us by surprise to see ACDP doing this. Now, Action SA's regional chairperson, Jackie Matabade, and ACDP's Ronald Barake were part of that briefing, and they claimed that they had part of an agreement. They had an agreement to get rid of Brink. Well, the structures of political parties in South Africa at the national, regional, and local level seem to be out of sync, particularly in the Gauteng province. Now, famously, Panyazi Lesufi is a rogue actor with the African National Congress, not agreeing or behaving as his national structures think he should. Now, it also appears that there are rogue councillors in Action SA and in the ACDP. Maybe not so much, at least initially in the ACDP. And these folks may be cut from the same cloth as Panyazi Lesufi, doing what they want in detriment to their own political party and to their constituents. Now, the national leadership of Action SA and ACDP did distance themselves from this disagreement, or that agreement that was made. And the comments in that briefing, the national party said they had nothing to do with it. In a press release that the Action SA shared with me, the national chairperson, Michael Beaumont, said the party's Senate would decide whether it joined or left a coalition, including Tshwane, of course. Now, despite this, apparently Action SA is reviewing its coalition agreement in Tshwane at this time. The latest motion is expected to be put to a vote at an ordinary council meeting on September 26th. And this is what I have to say about this. This is ridiculous, and this is to the detriment of South Africans. The political system was set up post-94 is completely broken. People don't get to vote for members of parliament. People don't get to oust corrupt people by voting them out. That's all a party decision. You only get to vote for a party. And at the municipal level, this is a disaster because they follow a parliamentary system in which you can have a vote of no confidence. That's horse manure. When a mayor is elected by the voters, the constituents, that mayor serves unless they commit criminal acts and then charges come against them and they face a trial. But an honest, hardworking mayor like Athol Trollop or Cilliers Brink should not be unseated because of craven political power, self-aggrandizement, and self-enrichment desires of local councillors. These people have no regard for South Africans, black, white, or brown. They simply crave political power and access to tenders to enrich themselves. And they are shameful, disgusting, vile human beings. All of them. This nonsense, it lacks leadership. Really? The only leadership we've seen in Tshwane since '94 has come from this man. Get real. Shame on you. And for the voters who left this mess in Tshwane by voting for this party and that party, shame on you. You got the mess you deserve. Unfortunately, children and the poor will suffer because of your stupid voting patterns. There you have it, folks. There's my thoughts. What say you? Cheers.